Hello, this is Miss Valencia here. Well, today is a holiday. Does anyone know what holiday it is? Yes, today's Earth Day. Some people may celebrate by planting a tree or a flower, spending extra time outdoors, picking up trash, or, if you're like me, I celebrate by making dirt cups. Does everyone know what dirt cups are? So today we are going to be working on a story problem about dirt cups. Alright, the problem is Macy is making dirt cups for Earth Day. Each dirt cup calls for 3/4 cups of pudding. But Macy only has half a cup of pudding for each dirt cup because she is using snack packs. How much of the recipe can she make? And as you can see, the original dirt cup recipe is on the left, and it calls for 3/4 cups of pudding, 3 Oreos, and 3 gummy worms. So I am going to change my 3/4 cups of pudding so that I remember that I only have half a cup of pudding to work with. Now is your chance to try to solve the problem. You can draw pictures or you can use numbers, however you would like. I'm going to give you 5 minutes to solve the problem. All right, now take a minute and compare your answer with your partner. Don't erase anything just yet because we are going to be discussing all the different ways that we solved this problem. Okay, so I found out through reading my word problem that I need to take 1/2 divided by 3/4. And I did this by drawing a picture. So I drew a circle and I divided it in half. And I drew another circle for my 3/4. And sometimes when we are multiplying and dividing fractions, we want to find a common denominator to help make the problem easier. So I'm going to divide my half into fourths. So now I can more clearly see that there are 2/4 in 1/2, and there are 3/4 and 3/4. So now I can see that Macy will only have 2 of the 3/4 that she originally needed. So I know that Macy only has 2/3 of the amount of her recipe. Alright, so the final way that I solved this problem was with fraction strips. Okay, so I have 1/2 divided by 3/4. So I am trying to figure out how many halves are in 3/4. Okay, so I'm going to draw my half fraction strip. This is 1/2. And then I'm going to draw my 3/1/4 fraction strips. So I have 1/4 here, another 1/4, and then we have another 4th. Alright, so this isn't completely that easy to read because our half fraction strip is not the same size as our 1/4 fraction strip. So an easier way to visualize this is to use a common denominator. And we know that 1/2 is equal to 2/4, so we can use 1/4 as our common denominator. So now I'm going to draw 2 1/4 fraction strips and 3 1/4 fraction strips. And we can see that there are 2 1/4 in our half and 3 1/4 in our 3/4. So we can see that there are only 2 of 3 1/4. So therefore, Macy can only make 2/3 of her recipe. Okay, now I would like you to turn to a partner and talk about how you solved the problem. Did you use one of these methods that I talked about? How did your method connect to one of these? Did anyone solve the problem in a different way? Alright, a third way to solve this problem is to multiply by the reciprocal. And if you have trouble remembering this rule, an easy way to remember is to learn this song. And this tune goes like, dividing fractions is easy as pie. Flip the second fraction, then multiply. And don't forget to simplify before it's time to say goodbye. So our problem is 1/2 divided by 3/4. And so we're going to use the song to help us solve this. So we're going to keep our first fraction as it is, so 1/2. And then we're going to flip the second fraction. So we're going to change 3/4 to 4/3. And then we're going to multiply. So 1 times 4 is 4. And 2 times 3 is 6. And then we have to simplify. So 4/6 simplified is 2/3. And that's how we find our answer using the multiply by the reciprocal method. Okay, now we are going to do one last problem. Jack is painting doghouses. He has 3 1/4 gallons of paint left. Each doghouse requires 3/4 of a gallon of paint. How many doghouses can he paint?